An overly exciting episode of Locked On Syracuse today. We've got Marcus Adams Jr. on the show, a prospect Syracuse is looking at for the 2023 class right now. It's on Locked On Syracuse. It's right now.
Are Locked On Syracuse, your daily podcast on the Syracuse Orange, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Matt Bonaparte, Owen Valentine with you on Locked On Syracuse. Thanks for making it your first listen every day. We're free and available wherever you get podcasts. We appreciate you tuning in. Today, we have a very special guest, and let's bring him on right now, Marcus Adams Jr. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course, anytime.
So, Marcus, this must have been an exciting couple of weeks for you. You put 50 points and 21 rebounds on San Pedro. You jumped from around 160th to 80th in 24/7's rankings. What has it all been like?
It's been incredible. It's been amazing. I didn't know I was going to be this big and on the show with you guys and stuff like that. I never expected this. Very proud, or like it's a blessing to be even ranked or like receive an offer, especially from Syracuse. Like that's just a dream, you know. And it's incredible how I moved up in just a little bit of time. I'm not even done with. I'm just starting too, so that's going to be to look at.
Do you think you're underrated? I mean, you jump 80 spots after. I mean, and you that's what put you on our radar. I mean, I saw that stat line only a couple of days ago, it seems, and I reached out immediately, and now we got you on.
I do feel like I'm underrated, but they did put me in the wrong class though. I am class of 2024.
2024, okay.
Yes, I am class of 2024, and they put me in with 23. But just to be top 80 in the nation with upperclassmen is just crazy. So I can imagine when I get back to my original class, what it's going to be.
I was going to say, we were looking, and some places had just a 23, some were saying a 24. So to know you're a 24, and then to see, hey, 24/7's got you inside the top 100 in the 23 class. What are you going to be able to do in that class of 24 is going to be really exciting. I know Matt and I have both been, scrubbing everything we can see on YouTube with regards to you. And there's two things that jump off the page for me, and it's the step back and it's the spin move. So I just wanted to hit you early on. Like, what do you feel like is your best move? And is that the one that you feel more confident with, or is it just whatever you feel in the moment?
Those are my signature moves, the spin move and the step back. Yes, I'm glad you noticed that. What I do more easily is, of course, the step back, because when I'm going to go to college, I'm going to be playing more on the wing than down low because, small forward, shooting guard. But, yeah, step back's more easier for me, but spin move, it just works every time I do it. I haven't been stopped yet. And I just do it randomly, like flip it around as like a fake into like back going the other way, like pause and shoot it. So, like, it works in like more than one way.
I think
go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think it just like I watched early on in highlights. I was like, okay, that step back. There's a step back again, and no one seems to have the answer for that. And then a couple plays later, I see the spin. I was like, ooh, okay. You sell the spin like few people that I've seen at the high school level, and as you said, it seems to work every single time. I just wanted to hit because you were talking about how the step back is going to be really valuable for you. I just look, and being, 6'8" at this age and in high school, you do oftentimes, get the advantage of being able to play a little bit down low. And it seems like you've got a little bit of a post game developed, and it's not something that you're going to be using probably game in and game out at the college level. But is that something that you still work on as a skill that you'll be able to bring to whatever level you're at?
Yeah, I've been growing up as a big my whole life, so that's why I got good footwork and the spin and stuff like that. So like my strong suit is my post game, or it used to be. I'm flipping it around now because the next level I want to have to change it. So about I'd say a year and a half ago, or two now because 2023. So 2 years ago I wasn't able to dribble that much as good. I wasn't athletic. Couldn't shoot. So I just switched it up in 2 years, and like now I could just play like dribble basically like a guard, move quick. I'm more athletic, shoot way better too. So it's just like, double threat. So yeah.
Is there a guy in the league or maybe in college that you really enjoy watching that you might model your game after?
A lot of people compare me to Carmelo. If
We'll take that. Hey, jersey's right there. I love that.
A lot of people compare me to Carmelo. Some say Tobias Harris, and a little bit of Paolo too. So I'm basically a mixture of them three.
Okay, I like that.
That's the perfect Syracuse answer that you could give for this right now.
Yep.
Too. People are gonna love that. I was saying that before we hopped on, that I saw a couple things saying that, and I was like, I can see the hints of it. I love that. So when you look at, I was all in on YouTube watching you today, and I loved watching and seeing just sort of the energy and the vocal sort of player that you are, and it seems like you like to run the mouth a little bit and play your game and give people just playing that side of things. Like, how do you think that plays into your game and bringing the energy every time I've seen you on the court in what I've seen? What does that sort of bring to you, and then obviously to the team around you?
It brings a lot of energy and a lot of confidence to our team, because once we're talking and once we're like just going at it with another team, we're just feeling like, oh yeah, they can't stop us. They won't be able to hold us. Especially me, when I play like away games, I feel like at first quarter I'm like stuff like that, and then when we just like second quarter and I start talking and just start talking trash, running my mouth a bit, that's when it picks up, and then numbers go crazy. And same with my team, we just run up the score.
Gotcha. And so you said in the beginning how it's all been really fast, and getting an offer from Syracuse is maybe a dream come true, or something like that. What has been the recruitment process? What has it been like with Syracuse? Have you talked to coaches? Have you talked to Boeheim? What has it been like?
So Boeheim called me, and that's when he offered me. And then we continued to talk more than his assistant. We are setting up an official visit to Syracuse around end of the month, maybe, or like it has to be on a weekday because my parents, my coaches work. So, but we are trying to set one up. So, and I am keeping contact with the coaches. So, the assistant one who I'm currently talking to right now about this.
Awesome. I just, being a California guy, like what do you know about Syracuse? What is your like understanding of Syracuse at this point?
Cold. I heard it's cold. It's really cold.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's definitely true.
I'm not a fan of the cold, but if I gotta do what it takes, then I gotta do that.
Right,
it's been a warm winter. It hasn't snowed too much.
That's true.
You got a good selling point for you this year.
All right, good. I'll take that.
So you're looking at I don't know, do you watch any Syracuse games now that they've
I haven't been able to watch at all. I've seen some highlights, but I haven't been able to watch so much because the other schools are asking me the same question. I haven't been able to watch none because we have practice, then I have homework to do, and then basketball season and extra workouts. So I haven't been able to time to watch anything yet.
Okay, I was just curious because Syracuse obviously just brought in a huge freshman class, and I'm curious as to what Boeheim and the coaches are like on the recruiting trail in terms of marketing that. Did they talk to you a lot about the development of those guys and development guys recently?
No, not quite yet. I think that's when we get the official. They're going to explain that like in person. And that's what they want to do.
Gotcha.
Marcus, I'm going back to the court. I mean, I've been watching as much as I can, and I think it's fun. I'm just curious, like, what do you think is your strongest attributes right now in terms of your game, and then maybe where's a spot that in this year and in this coming year, going into your final year, what is something that you are sort of focused on trying to improve a little bit more?
My body more athletic because I don't I don't do weight rooms yet. I haven't been in the weight room yet, but once I start getting in the weight room and getting stronger, it's going to be a whole different story. I can already shoot the ball. Of course, I got to work on dribbling, of course. I'm getting way more shots up at practice. So I'm looking forward for the next year, especially after all the people that are helping me out right now and stuff like that. But I might, it's just in the air. I might reclass to the class 23 and go next year to college. Might.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first.
Yep.
So with that jump coming so quickly, how do you expect your game to translate? How confident are you that you can make an immediate impact in college basketball?
I was looking at like mid majors and high major, and I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely make an impact, especially how much potential people tell me, especially how Coach Boheim was telling me, you can be a one and done. You have a lot of potential, and this be the right spot for you and stuff like that. And then many other coaches told me that as well. So I'm believing in it, and I work like double every day now because they told me that, and I'm ready to either stay in this class or jump up, go to college next.
Love the work ethic out of you, Marcus. That's exactly what I like to hear. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we will continue with Marcus Adams Jr. But first, let me tell you about Built Bar. If you need to bulk up like Marcus does, like he's talking about, maybe try a Built Bar. They've got 100% real chocolate. They're delicious, but they're also jam-packed with a whopping 17 grams of protein. Now you don't have to go online to get them. Go over to Walmart, Sam's Club. You can get flavors like cookies and cream, double chocolate, and the coconut puffs at Walmart. At Sam's Club, 13 bar box of brownie batter or churro. You're going to thank me later. Okay, back on Locked On Syracuse. I'm Matt Bonaparte. He's Owen Valentine. We're here with Marcus Adams Jr. He's out in California. It's a lot earlier for him than it is for us. But we're still very happy to be here with you, Marcus. Next question I've got for you. You know, you're talking about you don't know whether or not you're going to be 24, 23. You're not so, I don't know, you haven't really delved into visits and whatnot. I'm just curious of your college basketball intake. Is there a team you used to really like watching or something like that, or a local team out in California, or a player that you loved watching in college?
When I was young, I wasn't really a college fan. I didn't really know college existed really until like I'd say like 14, 13 when I started taking basketball real serious. I'd probably say like Zion's Duke team and stuff like that. That's when I started really paying
Fun
attention.
team to watch. Team that got beat by Syracuse, mind you, January 14th.
Hey, yep.
Just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there. Yeah, other than that, it's just been them really. And then now I'm just like looking at more people like, yeah, basically that's about it. And I'm just looking at everything now.
Marcus, one of my favorite questions with players that are more athletic than I am and better basketball players than I ever was. At what point did you realize that you were really good and that this was something that you were far better than everybody else at?
I was 14 and I was playing 16s and 17s, and I realized, oh yeah, these guys big, much stronger, bigger than me, and I've been playing much better. So, and I was like, you know what, I could take it serious if I just work out, and I hope I grow a bit. And it came true. I was 6'2" beginning freshman year. Now get 6'8". Yep. So that came true. So now I just got to work, get stronger, and I'll be able to compete with anybody.
Yeah, it helps when you grow half a foot in a year.
Yeah,
that makes a difference.
So what kind of leadership role do you play on your team? Are you kind of the guy that everybody turns to for advice? Like, Marcus, show me your spin move. Show me the step back. How do I get that?
I'm the vocal one. I have another captain. His name is Troy. He's more of the like corrective and stuff like that. I'm more of the like, oh, you gotta do this, just stuff like that. I told him to focus, stop not like, stop laughing around, stop goofing around. We got games coming up. We was on a losing streak, so we was still goofing around. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta have some pride. We're on a losing streak. We gotta like stop messing around. So I'm like the more pick it up and like more serious captain and stuff like that. And on the court during the game, I'm helping them, I'm guiding them what to do. So that's the type of captain I am.
I see you in warm-ups and you got the headphones in and you're jamming out. What's on the pregame playlist?
They don't let us do that now. CIF. No? That was just fall league. It kind of messes up my game a bit. That's why I'm so rusty the first quarter. But it's always NBA Young Boy, like those like Menace, like them like go at it songs, like fast songs. That's what like gets me pumped up and stuff like that. And during the locker room, well, I do listen to it before the game, like in the locker room when I'm stretching and stuff like that. So that's kind of helps me. But like if it's not during warm-ups, then it's not. It doesn't feel right to me. But it used to be
That's
young
a crime.
boys. Yeah, I know, man. CIF is weird, but it's whatever, I guess. But
Do you
yeah.
do you have the aux in the locker room? Is that your aux?
No, but one of our teammates does, and I don't like it. And I just go to the other I really don't like it. I go to the next locker room and by myself, and I just start stretching and listen to myself because I really can't stand that music.
I like that. He's
Really
gonna play his music, man. So you're high level basketball in California. You look around. Who are some of the guys that you're playing against that could also be playing against you at the next level that you've kind of built rivalries with, or maybe friendly rivalries with, where you kind of study their game, they study yours, kind of thing?
So basically, who I played against, Darius Carr, the New Mexico commit. Played against Zaire Beverly, he's a TSU commit. My boy Carter, for sure. Carter Bryant, for sure. Not really because our city section ain't that good, but then like they have good players, but they're not going to be, I don't think they're Division I type players.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just them three basically who I've like competed against and like are already committed going to the D1 level. So that's who I think probably will be.
I've been seeing it, and I see that your brother has sort of been jumping onto the scene in the last sort of month or so, same as you, when you're jumping up radars and really starting to become a focal point of whether it's a 23 or the 24 class. What's it sort of been like to see your brothers sort of rising up alongside you and getting into some of these conversations as well?
It's great because he's a good player. He was much better than me when I was a freshman. I was just a little short, chubby kid who like just stayed in the post. He's more agile, more athletic, and taller. Of course, he's 6'6" when I was 6'2" his age. So it's a big difference. But yeah, he's great playing with him too. A lot of help, big help, shooting wise, rebounding wise, defense wise. We put him on every team's best player, and he shuts them down to like 5 points. So he's probably got the best defense on our team as a freshman. So it's great playing with him. Great help.
How do you grade your defense compared to your offense?
My offense, of course, I'm gonna say A+. My defense, I'd give it a B+.
Okay. You learned something from your brother though?
I feel like I play better defense. That's
Wow!
because wait. Let me explain.
About that, he was like, "Am I really about to say that?" Then he did.
Wait, here, let me explain. I feel like I play better defense because I'm guarding lesser good guys, so that's how I feel. But really, I know he's guarding a better guy, so he has better defense. But I don't know what he does. I never asked him really. He just stays in front of him, and I don't know how. He's just there. His hands are there. I really don't know
how. You gotta use
how.
that resource.
I know I do, but I'm guarding bigs most of the time, so I really like he guards the guards that are good and stuff like that. So it's really a difference. So I'd give it a B+ because it's hard to guard guards for me, but I can guard them. But just like it's annoying. I don't like it. They're too fast, and like I have to move too much and stuff like that. So it's kind of annoying to me. So I'd say B+, yeah, around there.
What do you do outside of basketball? Is there another sport that you mess around with or play like some pickup with, or is there anything that you do, or is it basketball outside of school all day, every day?
I'm not allowed to play pickup anymore because of the season and they don't want me getting hurt. So
Fair
I
enough.
work out. I do go to this gym in Torrance where I'm from. I get shots up there, and then I have one of my trainers. His name's Chad. We do like mobility and conditioning stuff. So basically, just work out after school in the morning, either practice or game, come back, don't do nothing. I'm kind of a boring guy. I don't drink none of that. I don't smoke. I don't go to parties. Nah, that's not me. I just work out because drinking, smoking, and parties ain't gonna get me anywhere. So I might as well just like keep working, like adding some extra work.
Love the grind set. That's what I'm all about. And remind me, who was the football recruit who, when he went on the visit, he didn't want to go out. He just wanted to go to the field. Is it Jeremiah Wilson?
Oh, it was Oh, I'm thinking it was Tucker Dordovic. I was thinking for lacrosse.
No. Anyway, Marcus, you
Was it
sound just
Jeremiah
like that.
Wilson? I think it was.
I don't know. But you're on the
It's a
grind,
good pull.
and that's what we love to hear. Yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, we talked about it already, but your 50 points and your 21 rebound performance puts you on so many radars, probably across the country. Because I mean, it is across the country. You're out in California. We're on the East Coast. So
Yup.
I mean, definitely on everybody's radar. Like, has it just been an influx of conversations and phone calls from coaches and media and whatnot for you?
Yeah, the coaches that already offered and some new ones are like contacting me like, oh, great performance. Oh, are you Marcus? Who's this now? Oh, we're interested. Oh, we saw your performance the other night. Great, Marster. We need your scoring. Wish we can give you a uniform. You suit up for us right now. We need your scoring. We need your scoring right now. So it's been like I was kind of annoyed because my record for the school is 50 and I tied it. So I was 1 point off,
Could have had
but
51. Oh,
that's
that's brutal.
1 point off and I could
But
have
50, and even 50
yeah.
just looks good.
I passed my 3 point record though. It was 10. It was
Okay.
I shot 11.
We'll take that.
You just gotta do it again. Is it that hard? Fine.
Not
You got
15.
a couple more games. You can pull that off.
Mhm.
11 threes though, that's absurd. I do think, it's cool to see your ability to score on, probably all three different levels. Do you feel more confident in terms of like the step back and being able to shoot, or do you feel more confident putting the ball on the ground and trying to get to the rim?
I'm both. I'm comfortable with both, but because it's really like because how my coaches see and how some colleges was telling me that was like, oh, you're a great player. We can use you in many ways. You're tall and you know to post up, so we can put if a guard is guarding you, you can take them down low. If they want to put a big on you, you can take them up top. Do a little whatever you need to do. So you're more of like a double threat, which is real great in the next level and in high school, especially in high school because they don't know what to do with me here. They just double and triple. They try, it doesn't work because I'm averaging 27 right now, so it's
He's
not
a
working.
dog.
But yeah, it's averaging 27, so their little triple double team ain't working. Even the zone doesn't work because I'm running around all over the place. They think I'm gonna just stay in the post, but I can catch and shoot it from the corner. So it's a great double threat. So I'd say both.
I like that answer. Shifting gears a little bit, have you done any research or looked into NIL opportunities when it comes to your recruiting process? Has anybody talked to you about that when it comes to recruiting?
My coaches have talked to me, and I play for Compton Magic and Elevate. So them coaches also help me with that, and we're trying to build my brand up so we get bigger NIL deals. But I have some small agencies contacting me about that. I do have agents that help with NILs also contacting me too.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. How much does that like change things up, right? I mean, it's a recent adjustment to have, like, and it's something that you're, right at the right time in terms of this is, really big and it's coming up and a lot of players are making some money off of this. So like how awesome is that, I guess, to at this point be in a situation where that is a reality that you're looking at in the next year or so?
It's great because they was telling me colleges also can help with that as well, and it's even bigger because it's a college and stuff like that. So that helps a lot. It's just just like you got to do a little bit of things, you get like either a little or a lot of money. So that's great that they added that.
Gotcha.
It helps a lot of athletes and their families out too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally changed the game and changed the game for recruiting as well in terms of bigger markets and smaller ones. So, you've got offers from schools like Cal Baptist and Pepperdine, but also schools like Syracuse and Texas. But you say that pool is probably going to get a lot bigger as you keep getting more and more phone calls. How do you try to rank schools? Like, what is most important to you when you're ranking schools?
The schools that reach out the most show the most interest. The coaches that are being honest, not like, oh yeah, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that. Not the ones that just say yes to everything you want, but the ones that will like tell you what's going to happen. Like you got to earn it and stuff like that. Good environment, good, like fan base, stuff like that. Good team, good coaching, and I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. So far so by the time I would like commit, I'd probably have a top 7 and then I'd decide. But so far it's Texas, Syracuse, of course. They're not in order. So there's Texas, Syracuse, Mississippi, and that's all I'm gonna say because the other 4 are schools that haven't offered yet, but they're gonna be coming soon.
Hey,
that I'm in contact with. Yes, so
right.
definitely in my top, not even like top 2, top 3.
All right. I was going to say, I mean, the way the last, since 2023 started, right? Since the 19 days of January or however many days of January we've had so far, this has been a busy couple of weeks for you. And I'm expecting it to be a busy couple of more weeks for you with the way this has been going. So to hear that there's definitely some schools on the list that are going to be joining the offer sheet pretty soon makes a ton of sense. And, I think we're excited to see what happens, man, really, genuinely.
Absolutely. Yep. Marcus, thank you so much for coming on today. We appreciate you, man.
Of course, anytime. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Locked On Syracuse. Go make Locked On College Basketball your next listen available on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts. I'm Matt Bonaparte. He's Owen Valentine. We'll see you next time.